Tactical finding. Nice. I recommend this first move for players of all levels. Their best option was to put a pawn in the center. Careful. Your queen becomes a target when entering play too soon. Your best move was to... They leave a pawn hanging and you can safely collect it. You are threatening to checkmate the king. They've made a mistake and their pawn is now lost. You are threatening to capture a knight and win material after the follow-up trades. Their better move was to put a pawn in the center. Nice, you capture a vulnerable knight, winning material after all trades are completed. Takes back. A logical capture. Your opponent develops their rook off its starting square. Your better option was to develop a knight and attack the center. Your opponent prepares push a pawn into the center. That pawn was yours for the taking. This pawn push confronts your center and changes the structure. Your better option was to move a bishop to safety. This pawn capture makes it harder for you to challenge the center. For sure you had to move away from the threat. Their queen moves into the game. This blocks the check from the queen. They are threatening to checkmate the king. You stopped your opponent from being able to checkmate the king. Queenside castling becomes available for your opponent here. Castling protects your king and activates your rook. They exchange pieces of equal value. You defended a rook by pinning one of its attackers. This move gives you the opportunity to win their bishop. This move cuts off the check from the queen, keeping your king safe. They've chosen to castle on the opposite side, likely aiming for a more double-edged game. Your rooks are connected, which helps them work together. They've moved their knight closer to the center to boost its activity. You captured that free pawn. Their pawn attacks your knight, kicking it out of its current. Good awareness keeps the knight alive here. This move puts their queen on a safer square. The winning edge is gone, but you still hold the better position. Their piece is now in a more active square. You kick the opposing knight with a pawn, forcing it away. This move puts their knight on a safer square. Yes, this is the way. I like their choice. Your bishop has more scope from this square. Their king steps away from the check by your bishop. You can win material through a fork with the right follow-up from here. Recaptures. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. This central break opens lines and increases your piece activity. Your opponent creates a pawn chain, making their structure more robust. Well done, an excellent move. Takes back. You are threatening to win material by luring the king away from defending an important square. Their move is losing material. Not the best move, but not bad either. Their king steps away from the check by your rook. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. This move gives you the opportunity to win their knight. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. Their best option was to offer an equal trade of pieces. Your better option was to activate a rook by getting it to the 7th rank. That's quite an error. Now's your chance to capitalize on it. You are threatening to force eventual checkmate. You are now able to force eventual checkmate. You had an opportunity to force eventual checkmate. You are now able to win material through a fork. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Recaptures. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. They didn't find the right idea. You captured a free knight. You are threatening to... You get a chance to force eventual checkmate. You missed an opportunity to force eventual checkmate. They are right on target. Passed pawns must be pushed. Capturing your hanging pawn. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. Their better move was to activate a rook by getting it to the 7th rank. Your passed pawn advances to its goal. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. You're continuing down the road to checkmate.